For 15 years, Emily and I shared a life that, from the outside, seemed almost flawless. We raised 2 children, built traditions, and navigated challenges together. Our home echoed with laughter during family dinners, and for a long time, I believed our bond was unshakable. But gradually, I began to sense something slipping away. The warmth between us faded, replaced by late nights, secretive phone calls, and a glow from her screen she kept angled away from me. Her demeanor changed in ways I couldn't ignore. She took more care in her appearance, lingered over her messages, and smiled to herself at things she didn't share. When I asked what was going on, her replies were vague, laced with half-truths. I told myself it was just a phase, but deep down, a gnawing suspicion took root. The confirmation came one evening when I overheard a hushed, intimate conversation from the next room. Later, a single glance at her phone erased all doubt. The words I read were not meant for me. They belonged to someone else. My initial instinct was to confront her in a storm of anger, but I forced myself to hold back. Instead, I began to watch her closely, noting the extra time she spent running errands or the hours that vanished without explanation. Then I learned something that shifted my approach entirely. Her lover was also married. That detail gave me an ally I hadn't expected, his wife. I reached out to her, and our conversation was both unsettling and strangely relieving. We've been living parallel betrayals, each of us piecing together the same puzzle from opposite sides. Together, we decided to expose them in a way they couldn't escape. The opportunity arrived one evening as Emily prepared for a special night out. She was upstairs for over an hour, carefully perfecting herself for the man she believed she'd meet. I stayed downstairs, quietly packing her belongings into suitcases and setting them neatly by the door. I then changed the locks on the house, each turn of the key feeling like a small act of self-preservation. Her lover's wife and I agreed to meet at the restaurant where they planned their rendezvous. She would be there first, waiting with divorce papers in hand. That night, Emily descended the stairs glowing with anticipation, her lips curling into a playful smile as she whispered, "I want to feel wild and alive tonight." Her words struck like a blade, but I only gave a calm, unreadable look in return. When she left, I watched her car disappear into the night, knowing she was driving toward her reckoning. At the restaurant, events unfolded with almost cinematic precision. Her lover arrived, expecting romance, but instead found his wife, fuming, papers ready, her voice cutting through the room and drawing stares from surrounding tables. When Emily walked in moments later, her smile froze. She stood frozen as reality replaced her fantasy, the excitement draining from her face. The scene she had imagined as an escape was now a public unmasking. While she stood there, unraveling in front of strangers, I waited at home. I knew she'd return to find her bags at the door and her key useless in the lock. When my phone lit up later with frantic messages, pleas, apologies, promises, they went unanswered. This wasn't about vengeance. It was about reclaiming my dignity and refusing to live under the shadow of lies. Yes, I had lost 15 years of marriage, but in their place, I had gained something far more valuable: the freedom to rebuild my life on my own terms. Sometimes, it takes the most painful betrayal to discover just how strong you can be.